What's good? This is Trey with FearlessBoss.com coming to you with a video. This is about getting more attention, and the whole reason for this, or the whole idea around getting more attention, is attention attracts success, it attracts money, and it attracts power and freedom. And this is what we want. This is what we want in our lives. More freedom equals more happiness, more basically um more real or true happiness, not the happiness, ha ha ha, laughing here and there, and smiling, fake smiles. And I'm talking about real happiness where you have the power to kind of dictate your life, to kind of control things. If you want to give to your a charity, you can do that. If you want to go and hang out with your family, you can do that. If you want to go and visit someone in another state, another country, you can do that. That's the whole thing about financial freedom that I find so fascinating and so important. It's not just about the money, all right? It's not about becoming a billionaire, a gazillionaire, whatever. It's about freedom. It's about being able to live life and actually live life instead of just existing, instead of just going with the flow. Because if you're feeling any contentment in your life, or you just feel like, I guess, bored, you don't feel, you're not excited, you're not really enjoying life like you should, is because you don't have that freedom to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? You have to, most people, they're stuck in a job that's like consuming all their energy. Or maybe you just have a lot going on, and you don't have any time for yourself. You don't have enough money to kind of take care of things. And, getting more attention, as weird as or as random as that may sound, could be part of the solution to your problem. So let's talk more about that. So let's look at this. Getting more attention. The great thing about attention is it attracts money, and it attracts success. Now I'm gonna give you some examples. Let's look at the most successful people and the most financially successful people. We know who they are, right? We know who they are. Like, if you talk about some of the billionaires and the millionaires, we know Bill Gates, we know Steve Jobs, we know um Oprah, we know Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, like all these great figures, dead or alive. We know who they are, and it's because they were able to get attention. Now, basically, another way we can look at this is become famous or become popular. Um, but when I say attention, what I mean is you don't want to. Okay, naturally, we tend to stay in the background. We tend to try to stay below the radar. We don't want to look stupid. We don't want people to come to us and ask us questions we don't have the answers for. We don't want to stand up and be a leader when we're not sure if we're ready for it yet. We don't want to embrace fear. We don't want to step out of our comfort zone. We just want to find an easy way to make money, or a simple way to make money. That's why those quick money schemes sell so much, because people, they want to make money, yes, they want to be financially free, yes, but they don't want attention. You know what I'm saying? Because attention can go both ways. You can attract attention, and it can be a bad attention, or you could attract attention, it can be good attention. But the point I'm trying to make here is attention, you can't really get around that. I mean, there are ways. For example, you can tag along with somebody who's already successful. So, for example, let's say somebody that's a successful singer. You can ask them to be a manager or something like that, and you can make a lot of money off of that, or be their personal barber, or their personal hairstylist or whatever, and they'll probably pay you big bucks for that. But that's kind of, that's more about luck, right? Because you got to know the person, you got to know the right people, all of that. If you're talking about building your own success, like building your own brand, being your own, self-made success story, you have to attract attention. Like, people have to know who you are. You have to stand for something. You have to be a leader. You can't be afraid to look stupid. You can't be afraid to make mistakes. You have to get attention, and it has to be in your market. So whatever you're doing, if you're selling products online, if you're an affiliate marketer, if you whatever you're doing, because you have to sell something in order to make money. So whatever you're doing in your space, you have to be known. Okay, for for example, like in my space, the online marketing slash self improvement space, in my community, I do as much as I can to get attention. You see, I make these videos, I make ebooks, I make blog posts, I email you as much as I can. Um, I don't really overdo it because I'm not trying to annoy anybody, but I am trying to get attention. I am trying to provide value. If I don't have any value to provide, I'm not going to get any attention. But I do have value. So what you want to do is find something you can provide, some type of value you can provide to your market, to your community, whatever it is, and put it out there, right? Find a problem and bring a solution to that problem, right? So right now, the problem is you want more success. You want to achieve more success. You want more money in your life. You want more freedom. I'm telling you the truth. You have to get more attention, right? So take your foot off the brake. Stop allowing fear to control you and your life. Aim to be number one. Stop aiming for mediocrity. Go all in. Once you go all in, you'll know what to do next. So fear. One of the reasons why we don't go and get attention is because we fear. We don't want to stand out. We don't want people staring at us. We don't want people judging us, making fun of us, criticizing us. Well, guess what? If you are afraid of rejection, if you're afraid of embarrassment, if you're afraid of failure, you're not going to be able to make an impact in your life. Okay? Look at the impactful people and look at what they're doing. Are they being criticized? Yes. Okay? Anybody that's getting attention is also going to get negative attention. That's just the way it goes. If you want the good, you have to embrace the bad as well. Okay? There's always going to be the bad part about it. You can look at even the nicest people in the world. You have people that hate on them, people that say they're not as good as they are, or whatever. Those people, just don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Just focus on the people that actually, that people that actually want your help, the people that actually are serious, they're positive, they connected to you. You got to understand, everybody has something to give. Everybody has something to give. You have experience in some fields, some type of knowledge. If you don't have it, you can go and acquire that knowledge, acquire that experience, then come and spread it around, give it out, give that value out to the community, out to the public. And then, usually what happens is once you start providing value, you start becoming an expert in your market, or just becoming a better version of yourself. Money starts to follow. Okay, you can make money in the beginning as well, but the big money usually starts to follow after you start taking these risks, after you start taking your foot off the brakes and start going. Aim to be number one. So whoever the top guy is, the top woman in your field, aim to be that. All right, don't try to be some people, they'll try to start a business and say, I just want to make a little side income, or a couple dollars here. Don't do that, because whatever you aim for, you're probably going to come up short. So if you aim to be average, you're going to end up being below average, right? If you aim to be great, you might end up being good. You aim to be excellent, you might end up being great. If you aim limitless, you put no limits on yourself, and you say, I'm going to be number one, even if you end up number 2 or number 3, that's still good. And then, what I'm saying, you always have time to keep going until you become number 1. So what I'm saying is, aim for number 1. Do not aim to be mediocre or just be average, or just be normal, or whatever that, go all in. Once you go all in, you'll know what to do next. So when you see an opportunity that sounds right, it sounds good, and something's telling you should just do it. You know what I'm saying? And commit to that thing. So once you commit to that, you make a decision to do something, Commit to it and forget about everything else. What I mean by forget about everything else is, I'm not saying forget about, paying your bills, or forget about your family, or forget about your friends, or whatever. What I'm saying is, if you, let's say you jump on a business opportunity, right? If you sign up to that business opportunity, don't, look at other business opportunities and say, hey, I wonder if this one's better. I wonder if it's that one's better. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you from experience. Just focus on what you're doing and make that work. Okay, you put it, if you go all in, and when I say go all in, I mean you dedicate 110% to that business model. You do everything you can to make that work. And you do that for a couple months and it doesn't work. Okay, now you can say, look, I went all in. Nobody can tell me I did not go all in. So this does not work, or at least it does not work for me, so I need to move on. That to me, that makes more sense than going into a business opportunity and just wonder, just kind of like, well, I hope this works. Wait, hold on, that thing over there, that business opportunity over there, it might be better. Hey, you make money faster over there, or that looks a little bit easier, or wait, hold on, that one is a little cheaper. Like, stop, don't do that. All right, I'm telling you, it's a trap, and if you get caught in that trap, I don't know how many years it's going to take you to achieve success. So just focus on whatever business model you decide to go into. Focus on that for a couple months, see how that goes, and then keep going. If you start making money, you start seeing some success results, keep going. If not, find out what you're doing wrong. If you're not doing anything wrong, it's just not working, then move on. All right. Seek assistance, okay? So, nobody's born Superman or Superwoman, okay? So any successful guy or woman that you see out there, they didn't, obviously they didn't wake up like that. They had to go through a process. Now, from the outside looking in, it seems like they just have some amazing talent, or some amazing luck, or they were just destined to be great, and nobody else can do that, right? That's not the case. They had to go through the same like doubts and issues and problems that we're dealing with. They had to go through their own version of that, but they overcame it. Okay, and then we get to see the finished product, the polished, the diamond after it's been mined, after it's been created. We don't get to see when it was just a piece of stone or a piece of rock, or they were just going through like going through their problems. We don't get to see that, you know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with you. When you achieve success, everybody's just going to think you just woke up and achieved success. They're not going to see all the stuff you had to do, except for maybe the people that were close to you, like your family. So understand that you have to go through a process. So don't be afraid to seek assistance. Like, if you need a mentor, you need a coach, go and get one. If you have like-minded individuals around you, that's great. Start a mastermind. Work with people. Hold each other accountable, right? Set goals. Read books. This is kind of like my thing. Like, I just read books like crazy. And books, I think, is one of the reasons why I've been able to achieve success in my life, is because I read a lot of books. I find a topic that I'm struggling with or that I want to improve in, and I go and buy like maybe 5 books on that topic, and then I spend, a couple months just reading books, right? I'm always reading, to be honest with you. I'm always reading. Training, videos, whatever you can get your hands on. Seek help, but understand that ultimately success is up to you. So don't be self-reliant, all right? Yes, look for guidance, look for support whenever you can, but be self-reliant. All right, so I hope this video helped you. If you really want to become a better version of yourself, you really want to achieve financial freedom, you're serious about this, and you like the idea of becoming an online marketer, somebody that makes money online, whether it's from selling your own products or being an affiliate marketer or anything of that sort, that is my specialty. That's what I'm doing right now. I'd love to help. You can go to fearlessboss.com or click the link in the description. Actually, you can do that. But basically, I'm giving out free Skype calls, free Skype coaching calls where we'll talk about your goals and help you achieve your goals efficiently. All right. Thanks for watching. Peace.